locally called. When you're ready, maybe we can do roll call, then we could do.
Okay, McLaughlin? Yes. Bernadone?
Yes.
Konzak?
Yes.
Riddick? Should be on it. Olson?
Yes.
Gans, yes. Goff? No. Ketchum?
Here.
Malcolm?
Here. Okay, and we just stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get started, I'd like to do a moment of silence in honor of Jeff's daughter. Okay. Did we have any public comments today? I didn't look when I went by.
No, there was nothing.
Nothing? You want to start with your...
So a couple of recognitions. First, Tracy Schwimlin is resigning her position as bookkeeper. And so we just want to thank her for her time and efforts and her service here to the district and the amount of time that she worked. And then the second one is I had a bit of news that was given to me not too long ago, but just congratulations to the staff and Mrs. Malcolm on TGS being named a 2025 Illinois Valley Top Workplace. So that's a wonderful accomplishment and really nice. Once it comes out public, you'll see us push that out in a lot of different platforms to the public.
Told us. Yeah, very nice. Okay, number 4, approval of agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
And when you're ready, roll call.
McLaughlin? Yes. Bernadone?
Yes.
Konzak?
Yeah.
Olson?
Yes.
Gans, yes.
You want to go over all your items under the consent?
Just go over the FOIA was we've had for whatever reason we've had a slew of FOIA requests. I just got another one today. I just didn't make it in time to make the board meeting this month. But our friend Owen Wang was back with a couple of requests. And then CT Mills, we've had a couple from them already, but pretty low level stuff, nothing earth shattering at this point.
It's like Owen got a new job.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
move to a new Gazette, yeah.
Yep, he's moving around.
Any questions on any of the bills or his activity fund?
That's we made a bond payment.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah, no, there's a couple, and Kelsey has noted that, and if anybody wants to look through. We've made a couple of payments already one of them was to the insurance company, just so we can avoid any late fees. And with the lateness of the board meeting, she and I
Sure.
both felt like it was important to make sure we made that payment ahead of time.
Any questions on any of it? Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items? I'll second.
All right, Brenda Doing,
Yes.
Contact,
Yes.
Olson.
Yeah.
Gans, yes. McLaughlin.
Yes.
Financial fund?
So the financial report, we're 50% of the way through our school year. Our revenues are at 80.14%, and our expenditures are at 48.81. So we're in pretty good shape, right where we should be in that regard. We're still waiting for an EBF payment that will make a difference in some of our like 50, 51, in our transportation as well. That will make a big difference in those accounts. So the rest of them look in pretty good shape, about where I would expect them to be. Take any questions you might have.
No concerns of not receiving any payments? I know there was
No.
some, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions. Anyone else? Can I have a motion to approve the December financial report?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right, Contact,
Yes.
Olson.
Yeah.
Gans, yes. McLaughlin.
Yes.
Brenda Doing.
Yes. Principal?
All right, so we have some important dates coming up. Tomorrow's the spelling bee for middle school. And then we have iReady growth monitoring that actually started today. And then January 28th, believe it or not, is the 100th day of school, which is a big celebration in elementary school world. So we have some things planned for that. And then February 6th, we have our Disney on Ice field trip that the PTC has sponsored, which is very gracious. And then I believe I saw on the master schedule that we're hosting a conference tournament, but I don't have very many details for volleyball.
Yeah.
But then we also have the 8th grade Cobras Classic on top of that. So the conference starts February 7th, according to the master schedule. So I'm trying to get more details on that.
Okay.
So if anybody knows anything, then I appreciate communication.
Yeah.
Then February 16th is President's Day, no school. And then we have been selected, the 8th grade has been selected to have the National Assessment for Educational Preparation, I believe it's called. And it's a history and U.S. civics test. It's a national assessment. They come, they bring their own, they bring everything, like the computers. It's not something that kids can prepare for. It's more of a, what do you know? And random schools are selected throughout the country. Our 8th graders were selected. So they're going to be taking that assessment. It's like 2 hours on February 18th. So we'll see how that goes. iReady, I'm not going to try and hook this up because it seems like it takes forever, but I'll just give you some percentiles. So we had 17 students move up from 5 students that tested at mid or above grade level for the mid-year winter diagnostic, and then 23 students moved up from 11 students into at grade level or early on grade level. We had 30 students from 37 that were at 1 grade level below, and then 10 students from 18, 2 grade levels below, and 6 students from 15 students that were 3 or more grade levels below. And those kiddos that are at that 3 or more grade levels below are going to be like our students who are in special education, more than likely. Movement all in the right direction, which is exactly what we want to see, and just keep doing our thing. And we're working hard at making sure the kids are getting the support they need, and making growth. And we're very proud of the staff. They've been doing a great job with this. And
I think on that, So most everybody advanced, we didn't have anybody really regress, it seemed like.
We had a couple kiddos that we are looking at keeping an eye on. So like what's great about it is if we have kiddos that didn't quite meet what we wanted, those are the kids that we know have been in response intervention that maybe need to go through the SPED process and maybe has been on the radar for a while. So we're looking at all that kind of thing. So it's just what are we doing? Is it working? If it's not working, do we need to put even more structured supports in place to help them?
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's great to hear that the numbers are improving really well.
They're
Seems
doing
like kids
great.
are
Yeah.
doing good. They're doing well, getting better.
Well, and and it's a testament to our staff because the teachers, the parents, everybody, we're on the same page. We're all moving the needle together, and that's important because the kids know too how important the stuff that we're doing is, and that our assessment is something that we take seriously, and we want to make sure that we have as accurate as data as possible, and that they're not just click through it, because that's not going to give us what we need, and that's not going to help them either, because we want to be able to say, hey, mom and dad, there's some, concerns here. What can we do? And then we have the reteach program too, so that's also going to really help add another layer of support, which we're excited
When
about.
is the next benchmarking done for the diagnostics?
Well, we have growth monitoring going on right now.
Yeah.
And then the final benchmark is going to be in April, I think I said it for. Early May, April, so.
And then obviously those students who are still a grade level or two behind, hopefully expanded maybe summer school or those types of things. Help prevent that.
That's the plan. PBIS Quarter 2 celebration was January 9th. We had lots of happy students. 5th through 8th grade got to do Munchies with Malcolm, which was French bread pizzas, and they were a huge hit. And we got through every single kid got to do a French bread pizza, and I think they really enjoyed it. Did you hear any
Oh, I heard about it.
rave reviews?
Mhm.
Oh, good. Yes. Thumbs up?
Really good.
Oh, yeah, he was thrilled.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. All right, and then the extended day program, we've been working really, really hard on getting this launched off the ground. I know we have an MOU that we're gonna review today. But I've kind of just come up with what, like preliminary pay, what that's gonna look like. And then we did an anticipated job posting, and I do have interested teachers and staff members who want to work the reteach program. And then what's going to happen is once the MOU is approved here, and then it goes through the union and everybody gives thumbs up, then my hope is that we get this launched off the ground first week of February. So what I would like is for the teachers to nominate, if you will, the kiddos that they recommend who would be a good candidate for reteach on a Friday, and then contact parents so that they know they can plan the week ahead of time, and then reteach is Tuesday, Thursday. And if parents agree and they know, they have to come pick up their child, or they have to sign a note or something saying that they're allowed to walk home, then we'll start getting those structured interventions in place, and and then we'll keep track of which kiddos are staying after and things like that, and looking at that and just see how it goes. But I've already had several parents who have mentioned that they're excited and want their child to start attending, so I think we're going to have interest. So I'm excited about that. And then, any questions about reteach?
It would be good to get it up and running and see where it goes.
That's kind of, it'll be great. And then enrollment, we actually had one new student enrolled, started this week, and we have 3 kiddos starting next week, which will get us up to 91 students.
How
so-
are we on staffing for that? We okay for that?
Good.
Paras and everything?
Did we lose some kids? Because last month we had 91 kids.
Did I do the math wrong?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was-
Well, we
I
have
was
some
just
kids that
back
go
when
on
we
a
had 91
district.
last month, so I was like,
We have some
we're
students
gaining
that,
4, so.
we have 87 in-house, and we have some kids that go out of district. but we actually have 91 in-house.
Oh, so that's, okay.
Maybe that's what you're
That's probably,
questioning.
yeah,
Got
because I
it.
added your number.
Higher than 90.
The student that came back that started this week, is that a returning student?
Mhm.
That's great.
From 2 years ago. Yep. Braves of the month, we have to recognize our wonderful kiddos. K through 2 was Mac S. 3rd through 5th was Ledger Y, and 6th through 8 Gabriel B. So congratulations to them, and yay. And then our STEAM fair is set for February 25th, and it's going to have all kinds of different things. So it's beyond science fair. We're incorporating STEAM. We have a couple kids who are learning how to fly the drone, so they're going to do a drone obstacle course. So we're excited. We have oh gosh, Ms. Schneider, I know you had sent me some information, so we're gonna try to do some interactive activities like frozen bubbles and talk about the science behind how they freeze and why they're staying intact. So hopefully it'll still be cold. I mean, we don't want it to be as cold as it might be on Friday, but so that'll be really cool. We're excited to do that. Some kids are researching different scientists, some kids are doing different projects. Inventions. It'll be good.
Is it gonna be during the day? Right?
In the evening, it's going to be 6 p.m. on February 25th.
I don't think,
There's no board meeting that night.
Oh, maybe that's fine. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
it was
Still
last
weekend.
time, but.
And then as Mr. Ketchum had mentioned, so we got an email from Shaw Local. We were selected as the top school district or best school district in the Illinois Valley, as an Illinois Valley top workplace. And so it will be publicized in the local papers, including the News Tribune, the Bureau County Republican, and the Ottawa Times. So very proud of that. Congratulations.
Do you guys get a plaque too?
Hmm?
Do you get a plaque?
Yes, and we can
few
buy
other ones.
car decals, so you can all have car decals, and we can put it in our email signatures, and we get stickers, all sorts of things. So we can do a thank you in the paper. I think it's a great place to be, so I'm excited. And that's it for me.
You're good. Athletic director report. I'm loading it.
I'll just hit a couple of highlights here as you've got the full text in front of you, but we are in regional tournament season. As the end of our basketball season is regional tournament time, and so I know there's been a lot of people behind the scenes planning that event, and so very thankful for their work on that. And sounds like our boys did pretty well over the weekend, so that's good too. Volleyball is just getting started, and so it looks like we've got 26 players, and as a result, Coach Perry's requested extra help, which is good. Ashley Popplewell will be a volunteer coach as needed. Cheerleading, looks like there's less cheerleaders performing due to conflict with volleyball. So I think she's referencing the regional tournament coming up. Information was sent to both schools to find interested participants. The tournament finances for the Cobra Classic, the profit was $2,199.51. There are still concessions left over for future tournaments, most likely regionals. There was a sticky pad ordered for volleyball. She'll have more information about balances in a future report. The last thing, the IESA normally does a Scholar Attitude Award. The award's given on the basics of teacher recommendations, GPA, sports played, citizenship. This year the nomination is Lily Myrtle, and she'll share any kind of results that she receives from IESA regarding that. Normally, if you remember a few years ago, Reagan won that, Reagan Tondale did, and there's a ceremony in Bloomington, and it's kind of a nice award ceremony, so we'll keep our fingers crossed for Lily.
I don't believe any committees met over the season. Anybody, anything different? PTC, yeah, anything, Ricky?
No, I don't really have any updates this month, just Disney on Ice coming up, and then we've been doing really well with the concession stands here at the home games in Tonica. We've got a lot of good feedback, and it's been really fun, but other than that, we don't have much of an update for this.
I thought you guys had a really good selection yesterday.
Yeah, thank you.
My daughter really liked the popcorn. And the size for the dollar.
We've been getting ready for
She was pretty pumped up.
Some perhaps
Oh, she was like, this is a big bag of popcorn.
I just appreciate that I can take my kids and they can actually eat like a meal, not junk.
They just appreciate it.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Didn't somebody donate, like, Ricky, didn't somebody donate some smoked meats or something for one?
Yeah, we
Really?
had, a local business, with
That's awesome.
Mike Gusky is in charge of it, and they donated pulled pork. So that's what we got.
Oh, I didn't know that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good.
Yep. And then we'll have it again tomorrow. So,
Nice.
we've had really good feedback, and it's been fun.
Tomorrow's the final game?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's
For
the
regional,
final.
for the boys regional.
Yeah,
boys
yeah.
regional.
5:15.
Yeah. It'll be Holy Cross and Marquette.
It's Holy Cross for volleyball too.
Really?
No, Marquette and Serena for volleyball.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. The calendar first reading, Bob?
Yeah, so this is just a proposed calendar for the board calendar for next year. The dates are just simply reciprocal dates for this year, the times as well. I'll bring this back in February if there's no questions between now and then for approval in February.
They have an electronic statement of interest, economic statement of interest.
Let me go back to the school calendar.
Oh, I thought you were done.
We're getting ready to go down that process of building a school calendar for next year. The 28th, I meet with the LP area superintendents. We'll all meet together and coordinate calendars as we normally try to coordinate with LP in their calendar. So we'll all meet and have a discussion, try to coordinate breaks and such for the calendar. But if you have any feedback for us regarding next year's calendar, when I get back from the LP meeting, then Tracy and I will sit down and put the calendar together for this building. And then talk to the teachers about it after that. And then hopefully in February, bring it back, we'll have a calendar to approve, would be the plan. So if you have any feedback on that, please let me know, let Tracy know, whichever you're comfortable with.
Would we envision any of our summer work pushing the start date back a little bit, or?
You know what? That's a great question. Yeah.
I heard LP's gonna start pretty early next year too.
Yeah. Well, the thing with the calendar, one of the things, I'll come back to your question, man, just a minute, but November 3rd is an election day. And so what will happen is, well, more than likely is going to happen is we'll get the calendar approved, and then the state of Illinois will say that's a holiday next year. And so what will have to happen is when Mr. Hermes comes on, we'll have to amend the calendar for next year.
And that's new. That's usually, that hasn't been a day off.
No.
It was last
I
time.
thought it has been. That's why I thought it already was.
Oh, presidential,
Yeah.
presidential calendar. I'm just anticipating that this legislature will tell us that we're taking that day off.
Huh.
I don't have any inside information on that, but I'm just betting that's probably what's gonna happen. So like I said, we'll approve the calendar hopefully in February, and then what will happen is we'll have to turn around next year, Mr. Hermes will have to amend the calendar for next year, which is not a big deal. It's just a few things in Iowa he'll have to do. In August, you're talking about the heat days, right?
No, I was talking about the work that we have
Oh, I'm sorry.
planned, if it's gonna be done in time, or if it's gonna end
Well,
up during our classes.
I don't know. It's gonna depend on, obviously labor and if we can get materials on time. And so there's some, it's gonna depend on those things, I think. We'll get to that in my report here coming up soon, but we're kind of beholden to, he's got some dates set down projecting when we can start, but it's gonna depend on, and of course the weather too, that'll play a factor as well. Statement of economic interest. This is something normally that you get in the mail currently from the county. The county is just simply going to try to make it a little easier for everybody. And if you guys are all okay with it being emailed to you, then there's a form that I will fill out and send back to them. And then you'll get it in your district email instead of the big yellow legal pad sized document that you'll get. So if I'm seeing a lot of okay,
Yes,
so I'll
please.
go ahead and fill that out tomorrow and get that sent in to them. Okay, so my report, since I feel like it's been a while since we've been together, there's a few updates to put out there. The bonds, our last discussion with Kevin, we discussed working cash bonds was the option that we were going to pursue. And then the next steps would include the board adopting a resolution stating the intent to issue bonds not to exceed a certain amount of dollars, the total for the project. The hearing, we'll have a hearing prior to the February meeting. It will be very similar, if not the same way that we would do a budget hearing or a levy hearing. And then, so that will take place before the February meeting. There's a timeline for posting it, just like there is for board meetings as well. And so I will get with Kevin and make sure that we have all the I's dotted and the T's crossed for that kind of thing as well. The timeline that I put down there is from Matt. This is his projected timeline for the projects that we've got coming up. I won't go through those line by line, but as you can see, he's got some deadlines for some important landmarks there from the project out for bids, for the pre-bid meeting. Those are all things that he takes care of. That's why we pay him to do that. Later on in the year, looks like May 11th to July 20th, the equipment, contractors. So there's a lot of dates coming. It's going to be a busy summer for this building in a lot of different ways. Any questions or anything on the timeline?
No, thank you for providing.
Sure. Succession planning, I have a lot of documents that I've got ready for Mr. Hermes when he comes on. He was in the building, gosh, not too long ago, last week, I think, and so introducing to the classrooms, to the kids, to the teachers, and spend a little bit of time, Tracy and I and him talking together about different things. He will come back in the near future at some point. We'll talk a little bit more specifically about some of the projects we've got coming up and a few other financial things as well. Mentor. So I was asked about, Kelsey possibly getting a mentor. She really already has a few different mentors. Joanne Gilchristen, who is the Lost bookkeeper, has met with Kelsey whenever she needs something, and she's on different times of the year. She's now ready for a minimal fee. She's going to work with Kelsey on a few different things that she wasn't familiar with. She also has Mike Olson from ISB, is a state person who works for the state that works with district bookkeepers as well as superintendents regarding all things financial for schools, and so she's reached out with him a couple different times. She also has, there's an area group of bookkeepers that meet on a as needed basis. They all use the same software, which is the software we have, Teacheries, and so that's something that she meets with periodically. So she's in pretty good hands and has learned quite a bit already and has done a wonderful job so far. I think it was a very wise decision to hire her in that position. And then athletics, we've already had an AD report, but we've hosted some tournaments. We're going to host a few more tournaments. Getting officials is always something that Tracy and I are always a little nervous about because it's no guarantee nowadays. But it sounds like things went very well with that this past weekend.
So you think Kelsey's okay with who she's as working with? I know Joanne's, like, their paperwork's a little bit different than ours, but.
Yeah, we've had different discussions on more than one occasion. It sounds like she's very comfortable with where she's at. There's a few different platforms that she works with that she's not real familiar with, and is getting more familiar with it. TRS being one of those, and the IMRF, and so she's getting used to those kind of things, and I think she's doing a very nice job so far. So she's only going to get better with more time and time spent in that position.
Okay, let's see. Want to go down to the action items then, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
So this is for Ray, right? The mowing and snow removal contracts. If you had a chance to read through that, can I have a motion to approve the updated mowing and snow removal contracts?
Motion.
I can, okay. Roll call when you're ready. I think I have to do these individually.
Yeah, Olson,
Yes.
Gaines, yes, McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadone,
Yes.
Conzak,
Yes.
Riddick.
Yes.
B, motion to accept the resignation of Tracy Schwemline as district bookkeeper. She's helped us for a number of years. At night even as a second job.
Mhm.
We very much appreciate the time she's given us.
Yeah, so just so, she did our position. This was not her primary position. She
Mhm.
worked at IBCC and did this on the side and at night. And this position itself is a very busy position. You can talk to anybody that knows a bookkeeper knows that there's a lot of stuff to do. So I don't know how she did it, but she did a pretty good job in that respect. So appreciate her efforts.
Yeah, she'll be missed. I have a motion to accept her resignation
So moved.
when you're ready.
Gaines, yes, McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadone,
Yes.
Conzak,
Yes.
Riddick,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the retirement of Mr. Ketchum as superintendent as of June 30th, 2026? Also, we appreciate your time and effort
Thank you.
and knowledge that you brought to the table here, Bob.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
All right, McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadone,
Yes.
Conzak,
Yes.
Riddick,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Gaines, yes.
Updated fee structure. Okay, we're raising technology lunch.
Is that the only fee we charge, other than like an athletics fee?
I don't think we charge any registration anymore.
No, that was one of the first things we did. We came in and took some of that away.
I'm sure the PTC supplied all the school supplies too, right?
Yeah,
That was, I think there was a purpose for that when it took the fees down. I just felt like we needed to be more competitive with some of the schools around us, including the Catholic schools. And I think we're more than competitive with those schools and organizations.
any questions on the updated fees? Technology and food?
I mean, the food ones, we don't really have a choice on.
No, I'll motion.
There's actually.
There's a grant we could do.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Okay. I did first and Brenda did
second.
second, or Sarah did.
All right, McLaughlin,
Yes.
Bernadone,
Yes.
Conzak,
Yes.
Riddick,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Gaines, yes.
Tracy, did you say there's something that possibly we can do about the fees for food? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
There's something called the community lunch and breakfast eligibility.
We're gonna go into closed session and we'll have a motion after.
And we might actually qualify for that, so we're gonna look into that, but the application doesn't open until April 1st. But it could be that no one will have to pay for breakfast.
You can help us.
So, we'll see. We'll see if we can.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I selected one. You could probably start your meeting now. You're gonna have to leave without her. Yeah.
Are we off there, man?
No, because we haven't voted on it yet.
Do you want the vote?
We haven't voted to go into.
Do I have a vote at 6:16 to go into closed session?
A motion. I'll second. All right, Bernadone,
Yes.
Conzak,
Yes.
Riddick,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Gaines, yes, McLaughlin.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you turn that on for a reason? Are we off there?